Hello and welcome back to the technical guide to Factorio. Woo! Hell yeah, it's pretty good. Anyway, between last episode and this episode, many things have actually been done. The power system has been expanded by one entire unit, which is not that interesting. Let's level with it. What's more interesting is the roboports. As you can see by this, we have tons of roboports now. So many roboports that we're actually, the walls are completely covered by construction robots. So anytime any damage is done to any of our defenses, construction robots will head out and actually repair all of that, which is so good. And since we've continued to produce repair kits down here, it does that indefinitely. So there have also been tweaks to a few production lines, increases in the advanced circuits, and a few other areas. Expansion of the solar panel system, and the logistics robots who are working with the train. Man, there's so many of them right now. There's literally like 150 production robots. We can actually see. There's actually 206 logistics robots and 59 construction robots whizzing around here. Kind of. I mean, they're mostly in roboports, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's pretty good. And the colony up yonder, the iron colony, has just continued to grow as we run out of iron down here to actually mine up. Looks like our last coal has died off. I feel for you, coal. I feel for you. Anyway, that is pretty much what was done between episodes. There were some shoring up of defenses too. Namely here, where we now have a death pit for all biters to die in, which I personally love. Oh, right, there was one other thing that does need to be noted. We've added to a few of our production lines these basic beacons. So we touched on the concept of modules, where modules can add abilities. In this case, a speed module adds 50% energy consumption, but also speeds things up by 20%. Well, what this beacon does is it takes modules in and gives that ability to everything in its area. So you see the faint purple square around it. That is indicating what's actually getting that ability. So all of these have a plus 10% speed increase because it only distributes at 50% efficiency. So that has massively increased the speed of our iron production. There's one over at the copper. There's another one down here. And I'm kind of looking to continue to put them in wherever I can fit them. But that is what was done. What are we going to do, people? That is the question. This episode, we start to turn our mind more solidly towards the production of the rocket itself, which is the end goal. So what we do is we actually produce processing units, which are the highest level of like circuit production stuff, and is a key part of multiple parts of the rocket. So we begin production on that, and we also set up the production line for low density building material, which is also a key part of rockets, which we can't actually produce that yet. We need to actually get the rocket research to do so, so it's just set up. As soon as we are actually able to build it, we can just turn it on and it'll be fine. But I've taken way too much time with this intro. Way too much time. What are we doing just sitting here? Come on, let's go build things. Jeez, people. Okay. So now that we've got our factory into this position where it's actually pretty much producing everything it needs to at this point. I mean, in terms of like overall production, I don't think there's much else that needs to be done. So we need to start focusing on getting the infrastructure for rockets actually set up, because rockets are the end goal here. I don't know if you forgot about that over the course of all of this time, but we are trying to launch a rocket into space. So let us go to our research where we can see our rocket itself. The rocket is this one. It requires 10 low density structure, 10 times rocket fuel, 10 times rocket control units, and we need to launch a satellite with it, which requires a bunch of stuff. But one thing that we can probably work on right now. I believe we have the tech for it. Let's just make certain. Yes. We can work on the production of processing units. This is the next level up from circuits and is a pretty key part of multiple pieces in the rockets. So to produce these, we need 20 electronic circuits, 2 times advanced circuits, and 0.5 sulfuric acid. Oh my word. Well then, this should not be too difficult. Well, we all hope a lot that it's not too difficult. Now we got this. We got all the stuff that we already need for that. So if we look at that, we need sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is created by adding sulfur and water together, I believe it is. And iron. Okay, we also need iron. But we can pretty much build that here. We have enough explosive cannon shells to last us a lifetime, so we can probably just tear this entire thing down. I'm having none of this anymore. Stop the production of explosives! They're not productive. They're literally designed to tear things down. Come on, people. We're more progressive than that, right? No? Okay, I'll admit, I do really enjoy tearing things down. Has to be said. I mean, someone had to say it, okay? Okay. Yeah. So we need to build a chemical plant. And this will actually create the sulfuric acid, because we'll just leave this sulfuric acid to do its thing over here with the batteries. It's pretty important. It's fairly important to have a decent quantity of batteries, I would say. Like, at least 7 batteries will be good, but if we get any more, I feel like that might be overdoing it, and we should probably, like, slow down a bit, because that is way too much. So where's our sulfuric? There it is. So we input water, sulfur, and that jazz, and that'll be it. So let's actually hook this up right here, and that should make things slightly easier. We'll create a little cyclical line, similar to what we've produced over at the other factory, so that we can, well, not the other factory, but the other production line for sulfuric acid, so that all of those nice sulfur crystals go around in circles all day long, being the best. Now we just need some iron, which we can pick from right over here. Come with me, iron. It shall not be long now before you are liberated from your disgusting existence. Okay. We need a smart inserter to pick this, so we're gonna have to break this production line, give it a little underground, just to give us enough space to actually build our smart inserter, which is gonna go right. Oh no. Oh no! It's right outside of the power? That's the worst. You know what? I hate that. Personally, I don't want to set up another power line, because that's disgusting. So many resources for so little gain. So we'll just do that. We'll have this filter out iron plates and somehow get this sent up yonder. How are we going to connect this all together, though? That's the big question. Actually, we can probably feed it through here. Yeah. This line here with all the coal is no longer necessary because we're not producing... What was it, explosives? Yeah, it was explosives. Yeah, we're not producing explosives anymore, so we don't need that. And that will give us more than enough room to build for ourselves a little line. Shut up, laser turret damage! Burn in a pit! Well, the next thing we need is speed modules, because that's another part of the rocket that we need, which is rather important. I think it's technically a part of the satellite, but we need the satellite in order to launch the rocket, so, I mean, they're practically the same thing. Just go with it. Come on. You know it's true. You know it. Unless you don't know it, whereas then you're just going to have to take it on, like, my word that that's actually what's going down. Okay, so that is in position, and we can just send this right up yonder. Look at that. We only needed one underground transport belt. That is so good. So we'll just need to build a little storage tank, and from there, we should be actually in a fairly decent position. That is our sulfuric acid all produced up. Perfect. Now for the slightly more tricky part. We need to take that sulfuric acid and move it down here because it's more efficient. Oh my word. Are we going to need pumps for this? Should we get pumps? I feel like we should get pumps. What do we need for pumps? 1 electric engine unit, 1 steel plate, and 1 times pipe. Get us 5 pumps right now. So pretty much the liquid in this game is moved by the pressure of the liquid. So it'll only go a certain length depending on how much is actually in the pipes. But these pumps create a pressure that pulls all of the liquid down the line. And trust me, this is going to do us quite a bit of good here. It's going to mean that this liquid, even though it's not completely full and is terribly corrosive, viciously dangerous. It's sulfuric acid, people. Don't play with sulfuric acid. Anyway, all of that liquid will be pulled along by the pumps all the way down to the actual production facility without like getting caught up if there's too little in there, which is exactly what we want. So let's just, number 2, move this all along. No, we're going way too far. These underground pipes are good, but they're not that good. We can't just willy-nilly throw underground pipes wherever we want. Although, I mean, technically we can, but at the same time, just go with it. We can't do it. Just trust me. For reasons as of yet unstated, it is impossible. As it has been said, so it shall be. There we go. No, that's not quite the right position, is it? I want it to run right alongside this conveyor belt because that means it'll run along this shoreline, which should be able to accept all variety of buildings. Hey, biters, stop biting my stuff. Look, we don't even have to go up there anymore. The construction robots have got it. That's so good. Love it. Love it. Okay. So it's just a matter of actually finishing those underground pipes, which, by the way, happened to take quite a while to actually build. They take much longer than I ever anticipated for them to take. Probably because we're trying to build 5 at the same time and we don't even have any pipes in our inventory, which is disgusting. Why don't we have any pipes in our inventory? Pipes are the best. You would think we'd have so many pipes in our inventory, since they are, after all, the best. So there we go. That should... No, not the tilde. So that should keep the coal flowing there and not get in the way of maximum pipe efficiency, because everybody loves maximum pipe efficiency. And we'll send it right over yonder. Oh, speed module is already complete? That was really quick. That was really quick. Let's get ourselves automation 3. That'll get us the next level of automation machines, which we do need to produce the rockets. So there you go. There you go. It's important stuff. Okay. So from here, I guess we can just build that and we'll have processing units come out of here. We'll just have that face towards our nice sulfuric acid pipe and pump it in that way. So that should pull all the liquid down all the way, which is nice. I like that. It's pretty good. So now we need a joint conveyor belt of both advanced processing units and electric circuits, which shouldn't be too hard. We can use a smart inserter to pick some electric circuits out of here. And this will, not siphon. I guess you could say siphon it out from all the wires. I mean, it's kind of a stupid way to use the word siphon. I'm not really all about that. This drill is also doing nothing and it's annoying me. But, you know, it takes all of the circuits out without actually also taking the wires, and we don't want any wires. Wires are worthless. Hashtag wires are worthless, people. Just go with it. And then, oh, how are we going to send this all the way over there? We got a massive mess of conveyor belts here. We can probably send it this way. Yeah, we can totally do that. Trust me, it doesn't look like we can do it right now, but I have a plan, people. And you know that when I have a plan, things work out. It'll be great. All that we need is a bunch more iron, and we should be in a brilliant position. We'll need, I think, 2 underground belts. That will be perfect. So this will go under here, and we'll want to send it like this, but no! No, stop! Oh my word, no. No, you can't be on that side. You can't be on that side of the conveyor belt. Where's my F button? F. Perfect. Nice. And then that will come out. Yeah, that'll go across there. And then we'll just have our single conveyor belt go in there. Everything's fine. The world is back in order, even though for a few seconds there it was in absolute chaos. Now, the final thing that we need is just one little picker picking off of here to add the advanced circuits in, which is actually a pretty condensed system, if I had to say so myself. It's quite beautiful, my friends. I am crying. Oh my lord, a single tear of joy at the beauty of the system that we've created. It's not that beautiful. Trust me, it's not that good. I mean, it's pretty good. I give it like maybe a 7.5 out of 7.5. But, you know, it could be better. Even if the rating may or may not say that it is the best thing ever. Just go with it. And here we can just have a fast inserter. And that will do that. And now we have for ourselves the production of processing units. My word, people! It's beautiful. Let's just... We can possibly speed up this entire system just a bit if we do this. Let's just... Now, we don't even need to do that, do we? That's so dumb. I was gonna pick electronic circuits off of here, just the normal ones, so that a fast inserter could then put them in as well, but it's just easier to do it this way, isn't it? So much better. And now we are getting processing units. We can have just a standard picker, grab that stuff off, and then, I don't know, for now just send it to a little loop, because we don't really have a use for them yet, but we've got them regardless. Processing units for the win. Let's see, what's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Everything's being picked off by a slow inserter. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Bada boom. Perfect. Now things are going to speed up a bit. And once things really get running, there should be a backlog of electronic circuits, I think. We may have to expand production a bit, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see. We will have to see. I mean, these things are constantly producing electronic circuits, so that's pretty good. I like that. Okay, processing units complete. Check that off the list. Someone check that off the list. I'm not going to check that off the list. Can't be asked. What else do we need? We need to go to technology. Check the rocket again. We will, of course, have to work up the technological ring in order to actually get to the point of, you know, actually being able to build rockets. But, you know, for now, we're in a good position. We've got electric engine units. We don't have concrete research yet, so we can ignore that. 10 times steel plate, 5 times copper plate, 5 times plastic bars. Now that is something we can do. That is seriously something we can do. So we've got a little steel line here. We've got plastic here, and we've got copper right over yonder, which is oh so perfect. What we can actually do, this is going to be a bit clever. We can use this line that we're using for sulfuric acid to actually pull copper over there as well. Trust me, we will be doing this beautifully. And I know now that means we actually have to build another electric tower, but this is a worthy cause for the production of another tower, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So now we've got those on there. And what we'll do is we'll use another smart inserter to pull copper off of here and send it over yonder to a production line. How many materials do we need for low density Shizwas? We don't even actually have the ability to produce it, which is unfortunate. We'll get there eventually, trust me. We'll be fine. But just 5 times copper plate, 10 times steel plate, 5 times plastic bar. Not too hard. Actually pretty easy. That's nice, actually. I like that. So we should probably work towards getting that research done sooner rather than later, because we do need a large amount of all of those resources. Trust me, it takes forever to get all that low density material. So we'll work on getting to that research ASAP. But for now, we can just have all of these things. Actually, we'll have that pick off there. Have this one pick off here, and then we'll just have a standard inserter to pick that off. Set that to copper. And now, as soon as we actually have the research for building these low density doohickeys, we can just set this to production and it should be perfectly fine. Very nice. So that's low density material all set. What's next? Answer, what is next? Where's our technology? Man, we are flowing through these. Ah ha ha! Solid fuel, that's right. We do need rocket fuel at some point. So rocket fuel is 10 times solid fuel. So solid fuel is one of those oil products that I usually don't deal with outside of the actual rocket itself. It is right here. We can create solid fuel out of light oil, petroleum gas, or heavy oil. Pretty much anything. I believe we get more solid fuel out of petroleum gas than anything else. Like, the more we crack it down, the more solid fuel we actually get per unit. So I think, let's just see. So we start with 4 times and we get 3 times. That will create 3. Before we'll create 2. Yep. Okay, yes. I just did the maths, people. It is, in fact, more efficient to crack it all the way down to petroleum. So, ideally, I mean, it looks like we're working at fairly high efficiency at this point. What we can do is find, like, these patches and use these instead. It'll mean shifting some production, namely the copper production here, which we at some point need to increase the copper production, but that's fine. And we can set those up for refining light oil, heavy oil, and petroleum gas, and then turning that into solid fuel. And then once we actually get the research for rocket fuel, we can, you know, do our thing. Just create tons of rocket fuel and just launch things into space. But that will have to wait until next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. Next time, I don't actually know 100%. I'll probably work the factory out a little bit more, get farther down the research line so we actually have something to do. But until then, thanks for watching, and of course, enjoy the rest of your day.